allows me to record this piece so that not only for us, like for
Mm-hmm.
others too, it'll help. So um, the like I said, fear, anxiety is again we can unravel another way.
Mm-hmm.
But we are talking about powerlessness, how to take back power,
Mm-hmm.
and at some point we lost that power, and where is it we lost?
Yeah.
And for me, when I sat back and thought through it, it's because of life situation,
Mm-hmm.
being born into a poor parents, which I had no control over.
Right.
So that is what created the powerlessness. So I had a choice of accepting being poor and working through it, which
Mm-hmm.
many people in India do.
Yep.
But I chose to take another path where I take control over what I can and let go of what I couldn't.
Right.
And I left India to control my poverty aspect.
Yeah.
And when I came here, one thing, I never addressed the fear issue. I kept it in the back burner
Mm-hmm.
because the poverty thing was the first thing I worked on. And when I released myself, I felt it was very easy. The only thing I needed was roof over my head, two pairs of clothes, and food to eat.
And you'll be
So,
fine.
it didn't. I mean, if you flip a burger here, you can make that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was rich, like the day I landed, I should say. But the thing I learned through taking back control of my poverty was, um, I think I didn't understand what poverty meant. See, each person, there is a poverty inside us.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, poverty meant to be pretentious and to accept another person's rule and live their way, even though you don't agree.
Yeah.
So I decided to be authentic, and because the first thing they say in India is when you lose integrity, you gain poverty.
Mm-hmm.
And in India, they use a different term for integrity, which is connoted with piousness. That is, you're a fallen woman, right? Like for me, I was considered a fallen woman. So there is like a little bit of a morality that kicks in, and that's what makes it very painful. Because I felt there is no way you can like clean your soul, right? It's like almost like however many times you wash, you cannot wash that.
Yeah.
So I was in the temple in here in Ashland. It's a Sri Lakshmi temple. It's for goddess.
Yeah.
So me and my husband were having an argument. My husband actually essentially became a real life mirror for me because he showed me what I need to work on. Sometimes God puts people in your path.
Yeah.
Which forces you to deal with the situation. So I was in the temple, and my husband says, "You standing near when I'm eating bothers me." So he says, "I don't want you in this space because you bring bad luck." That's what he tells me. But sometimes people say mean things, not because that is I think that's his vocabulary. The one thing I'm learning is people have a very narrow dictionary inside. And people who have problems with relationship, their vocabulary is smaller and smaller. It's like Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
When Alzheimer gets advanced, your vocabulary comes to 1500, then 300, and 150, and then zero. And I feel it's the same. People with dysfunctional relationship has very narrow library. So their catalog is smaller than my catalog. So I feel I don't need to work on that. But I needed to understand how to overcome that.
Right.
So I went to the temple and I was standing there, and I asked my spirit mother, I said, "Mom, show me that I am not ugly inside." That's all I wanted. I didn't care about my looks. I mean, I don't care if people think I'm ugly, that's their problem. They have to look at me, not me. I'm not worried about being called ugly, but I don't want to feel ugly.
Right.
So then there was this lady who came in. She's very she was older than me, I would think, and she was praying for her daughter who was having difficulty with a relationship issue. And she was asking the priest whether she can give a donation to the goddess. So in India, it's all energy, exchange of energy. So the priest was saying because she was a female, he considered it would be better if another female accepts the offering. So he was telling me, would you accept on behalf of the goddess? And I used to work at the temple at that time. So I said, of course. I mean, it's just passing, like, like a plate of offerings or something like that, right? So that's what I was expecting. So she came near me and she fell on my feet. I said, I was shocked. I said, what are you doing? So she says to me, but you told me you'll accept as goddess. She says, for me, you are her. And I bawled my eyes out. Like, I felt like, it happened in a matter of a minute. It's like, I'm asking, hey, mom, show me that I'm worthy. And she says, there's no difference between you and me.
Right.
And that's when my poverty thinking healed. Because poverty is about not feeling abandoned inside. So that's the same space I want you to bring yourself to, because we eat our emotions. We drink away our unhappiness. So where is this coming from? Where is that you feel you want to mask your pain? Where is this pain that's holding you coming from? Because you're running in fear from that pain. Unless you face that pain, it's going to keep catching up with you. It's like a monster that's like keep tagging you. You are it, and now you run. You are it, now you run. So you ran from really alcohol. You said.
I don't know, but there's always something, right?
But the thing is, Percocet is also a mask. It's like like you're doing that Oprah mask, remember? Something you're hiding. So we need to know where it is you're hiding from. So then that I worked on, and next came the fear. The fear was because in India I was divorced. So in India, that means you lost your piousness. That is. One of my doctor friends told me, you can be only a mistress. You can never be married to another guy. You lost your, what is it called? You're not fit enough. No. He said, he says, you have lost your position of being a wife, but you'll always be able to hold the mistress part. And I decided that day I'm going to take that challenge. And I said, I'm never going to settle. And some people, try to date me, and you could see through people, So I said, I'm going to never settle. And one guy was trying to kiss me after dating and stuff. And I said to him, one thing I do is I am honest with them brutally. So I said, when I look at my husband's eye, when he asks me, I'm going to tell him I saved myself for you all my life. And I said, I want to mean it. And I said, no kissing. So, what I'm saying is I kept going. Because I said, I'm not going to settle. I'm going to give myself to the highest possible person on earth. And that's why, when my husband said, you're not bringing me luck, I said. So I said to myself, I'm going to teach him how he treats me. So I raised him. I actually wrote a book called Boring Way to Be Happy with a Dysfunctional Family. And in this I wrote, abuse is human rights issue. And I'm going to change. I hope together we can change the society one person at a time. My goal was to fix my husband first. But to fix him, I need to understand who I am. Who is this person who is running away in fear? The reason I didn't want to go back to India after that, it's not because I don't believe in piousness, but in India, they hold the power over women by raping them.
I know, I saw that movie.
So I feel I don't want to be in a society that cannot enforce law. It doesn't matter, because I'm not safe enough. So I cannot accept me being Indian. Like if one of the rule I give myself is, if a child and a woman cannot walk in the street without feeling safe, I'm not permitting myself to go there. So I was watching about poverty in America. There is this guy who does a TED talk. He says poverty is about bullying. He says, even if you give resources to third world countries, it doesn't reach the right people because bullies take over and they have no law enforcement. And so they, or outlaws essentially running the country. In India, what is happening now is they are having a group where they feel doctors are violating a patient's right. So they attack them, mob. They go mob and they go into doctor's office, vandalize, and they hit doctor and they throw him out on the street because one guy had a heart attack and he died and he couldn't be saved. So this type of country, I personally cannot, like whether they're right or wrong doesn't matter, but I feel I cannot watch this and be part of a society that accepts certain pieces of information. So that's why I decided to step back. So I decided I'm going to really be part of a society which enforces law. That's why, like, I feel much safer in America, not because everything is running straight, but at least even if I'm murdered, I'll be heard properly. Like, there'll be evidence, there'll be forensic files. But in India, I cannot guarantee that. There's more, like, even now, like, bribing. So that's where I am at. So I go back. My teacher I chose, who teaches powerfulness. He says how to take back power, how to take back integrity. And I found integrity is all about walking your truth. What you hold as your truth. You walk your truth. You walk your talk. You're integrated. Okay. And he also says come from a place where there is no pain, like completion inside. So these are the only two rules he gives: completion and integrity. And he says, take back power and your life is complete. So I'm going to offer you the same thing. Because there is this reason you're running, and we are trying to figure out where is this powerfulness coming. Powerlessness is there, and how to take back power. For me, the only way I could take back the power was my husband is in recovery 24 years. So I felt by understanding addiction, putting back my family, so we don't have to go through, because my kids.
I know, your kids are beautiful.
So what I felt was, karmically, I am in it whether I like it or not. So I would rather understand it rather than run away from it. So and all addiction is about is masking a pain and also feeling loved in another way. You're developing another relationship. There is a relationship that didn't work. Initially, your relationship, wherever it was, whether it's a college or something, and then alcohol was another relationship. You said third was not being accepted by friends. So eating became emotional relationship you had. And interestingly, I used to chew raw rice. And each time in India, there is a goddess for food called Annapurni. So in India, the lost rights, like how they have here lost rights, in India, lost rights, they'll put the raw rice in the mouth and they'll pour water. And that's how the soul is burnt, cremation. So I decided to do a meditation where every day there is a prayer, specific prayer. We'll say, Om Namo Bhagavati Annapurne Mama Bilasitam Annam Dehi Swaha, means the goddess of food, energy, please satisfy the hunger of my soul. And I'll eat the raw rice, chew as a meditation. After like 10 days or so, suddenly my soul heard it, and I had this deep, painful sobbing I did out of nowhere.
Oh my gosh.
And then it was gone. And that's how my power was restored from that hunger. Before that, I used to be hungry, and my soul was hungry, and I didn't know what it was hungry for. So I worked through that each thing. And one of the things I was watching when I was watching Oprah was, she said, when we eat our emotions. So one of the things I do is when I'm sad, I will never ever eat.
When I'm anxious, I don't eat. I can't eat.
So there is something you need to fathom. What is that food means to you? What is the relationship you hold? Where is this fear coming from? Where is this powerless coming from? Each one is a key. Once you unlock it, you can unlock addiction. Addiction is just something you're replacing for relationship. The weird part is, right, I snore. And we are married, me and my husband, for 20 years. So I was in the temple at night. And we don't sleep together because of my snoring. We hold two different rooms. It used to be initially painful, but then afterwards, I feel it's not about connections and other stuff. See, the thing is, my husband challenged me each part. Like, I had to overcome it. So the ugly part, I had to overcome it. Then being separated, like, physically, I had to overcome it. And then, he'll go away on trips. I had to overcome it.
Yeah.
So, like, I had to always hold this connection with him, no matter how he treated me, because he was the recovery. He was sensitive. So I can never put him in a risk of facing emotion. Whereas I had to work on it because I'm the sick. I'm the one that is his trigger. I cannot trigger him, It became a lot of pressure, but by doing it the right way, I raised myself again and again and again and again. And I feel so blessed to have him as my husband because without him, I wouldn't have come this far.
Yeah.
So interestingly, right, last week, not even last week, Tuesday night, I was at the temple because I drove from here. I was feeling a little emotionally like off that day. I forgot what brought it on, but I was there in the temple, and night they put the energies to sleep. So the energy portal for Mother Spirit is in one section, like just like Fatima Shrine, like you go, or the Adoration Chapel will be where, and then Jesus would be, I don't know what faith you follow. Catholic. So you could see like different sanctums, right? Same way in India, Mother Spirit is one, and then protection energy is one. But at night, for sleeping, they create a space energetically, a swing, and they put like a blanket to hold the sacred space. So I was, so the priest was saying, "Don't leave yet." He says, "Wait for." They call it like some seva, like it's like the last ritual before they close the temple. They said, "Wait here." Catholic also, you guys do the Adoration Chapel. You bring the sacred.
The wine and the
and then you put it in the because I used baby. I call it babysitting. I used to I used to be in Adoration Chapel. They say, "Oh, Jesus cannot be alone," so I call it. "Oh, okay, I'll babysit for 1 hour." So I use different words, you know. But anyway, so same thing, right? Like, so they allow you to like bring it back, and so essentially wine and bread is two different things. Same way, like one is one is the other. So the flow of life would be with the energy, like sustenance. Let's call it that way, whatever you want to call it. So he says, I want you to witness this, and that time they make a special milk with saffron. He says he'll give it to you. So I said, okay, I'll wait. And then he brings the Mother Spirit and he puts it with Father Spirit. I said, why are you guys doing that? He says, how can a husband and wife be separate and not to be together at night? I'm like saying, okay, Mom, you still need your husband. I want further than that. But the thing is, like, what I'm saying is, people, the priest, right? My husband called the police, and I had to stay at police station because whoever calls the police first, he wanted to teach me a lesson. This is long ago. But the thing is, like, I have gone through crap. But the thing is, like, they say when you knock on your door, it's considered. I would, because he called the police first. I was the abuser. He was the victim, and I was pregnant, so I had to sit in the police station. And I go to my priest and I say, hey, would you allow me to stay here if in case this happens? The priest says, as an Indian pious woman, you need to obey your husband. And my husband says, to obey me, you need to come back at 8 in the morning. I cannot allow. 12 o'clock at night. I wept. I was homeless one night. But the problem is religion doesn't understand what family is. Religion. So, but because I was in America, I was not worried about being raped or murdered.
Right, you were safe.
And I was very safe. So I feel, that's why, like, when people say you need to conform to being in Indian, I cannot. No. Because if it happened in India, like, maybe my family would have taken, but I would have never had a dignity. Here I held my dignity, I held my power. And the police was saying, if you want, you can throw him out, you can do a restraining order. I said, I'm not playing that game. I said, it ends with me. Enough. It ends with me. It ends here. I'm going to find out what's right. So I did a deep meditation. This resoluteness was given to me. No matter what your given situation is, learn what is legally right. Justice is severe. Balance it with what is morally fair. So next meeting I had with my husband, I said, first of all, I want to know, would you kill me for money? because I want him to look in my eye and say that. I mean, that way, like, my soul, even if it is dead, it will know that I can, because I felt it was sleeping with the enemy, like essentially that's what I was doing. So he said, no, he'll never hurt me. So I don't care whether he does it or not, but I wanted his word. The second thing is I said, let's financially separate. I said, I would like to financially make a rule so we will have. He says, you're going to go and give a lawyer a $5,000 to learn this? Yeah, I said, for me, it's peace of mind. Yeah. Because if by chance you are able to do this to me, knowing I'm pregnant, you want to be, and you can call the police saying that you are a victim. I said, it doesn't matter to me. I would rather do it the right way. Let's do it. Right. It's a business, let's do a marriage business, let's negotiate. So I drew up my papers and I gave him. And actually, I work first and third weekend in the hospital. Mm-hmm. Monday, Tuesday, his day to take care of kids. Wednesday, Thursday, my day to take care of kids. 5 days on, 5 days off. I play it like my business. My marriage is my business. And I'm equally partner. We are chief executive officers, both of us. Yep. And we command equal role. Yeah. And I give him equal respect. Like, there is no way that I disrespect him. Yeah. And I don't take any more. Right. So what I am saying is, you need to go to this place. Yeah. Because it's not what people do to you. It's how you raise them to treat you. Yeah. That's what I found. I found it's people saying whatever you want. Have you seen this commercial called Fight Like a Girl? Yes. Yeah. So you need to be that. Yeah. Because they are asking you to fight like a girl and you are fighting like a wimp. Yeah. Why are you wimping up? Kick their ass. Seriously. I don't know. I think you need to really raise yourself. Yeah. And I feel this is our first meeting. Yeah. I'm going to take no excuses from you. Yeah. Okay. And I'm going to be very tough on you. Okay. I'm already crying. I'm going to be tough on you, but you know what? You have to be, or else. Because I'm going to be your second mother you never had. Okay. I feel your first mother might have been very nice to you. Yeah. I don't put up with it. Because I feel my youngest one. I was telling my kids. I said, shame is a childhood emotion. It doesn't exist in adults. Yeah. I was in Bombay in India. First time I traveled to Bombay. I grew up in South, very quiet. Mm-hmm. We were in suburbs. In Bombay, it's hustle and bustle. It's like being in New York, and there are people jam. The first time I got off the train, you had to dig your elbow out so they give you space so you jump out. Yeah. My whole robe fell off. So I was here, with not exactly naked. At least I had my underwear on. So my aunt says in Bombay, shame doesn't exist. Just put on your robe. Whatever. So that's why then I started wearing that salwar. Sari doesn't work there. Mm-hmm. So I was telling my kids, I said, shame doesn't exist for adults. I said, it's about making amends. And they were saying, what do you mean, Mom? I said, you guys all do sprinting. They do runners. They're all runners. I said, you do a relay race. If you fall in the middle, in the middle of the race, what do you tell yourself when you get up? Keep going. Do you feel ashamed? They said, no. We say we need to catch up. I said, that's what adults is about. Yeah. You need to catch up. So if you're going to have a lap, you catch up, but you take the consequence as a big goal. Put your big girl pants on, and you're going to catch up. That's what I do. Yeah. So I'm saying it's not what you wear. It's how you treat yourself. If you treat yourself better, you expect the same relationship from others. Yeah. So you need to treat yourself good. Mm-hmm. You are a home of God. So don't put crap in there. Yeah. And it's not what you eat. Really, all this thing, how people say vegetarian and blah, 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 is useless. Yeah. Eat what makes you feel happy. Eat what gives you power. And don't speak poison. Don't speak hurtful things, because sarcasm is you are cutting somebody's flesh and making yourself. I'm so sarcastic. So I feel it's not what you eat. It's what you speak that makes you kind. It's you need to be vegetarian in speech. Yeah. Don't speak things that's mean because come from a place of love always. You can be sarcastic, but in a way that would be pointing at another way to do it, but not at humiliating somebody. Sarcasm is okay, provided it gets the result you want.
Yeah.
But not in a meaningful way. Never come from a place of ugliness.
Yeah.
And there are few things, and you always teach. Some people will come and say things meaningful. So you say, hey, honey, I need to tell you how to treat me. Let me show you, okay?
Yeah.
So you're going to teach them how to treat you.
Yeah.
You're going to be the queen you need to be and hold your power. Never let it go.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's essentially what I want to say. It's a long speech, but I feel once you get it, you will never settle for less. Never, ever, ever settle for less. I never allow anybody to treat me less than who I need to be.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give you a prayer thread.
Okay.
The thread is like, we resolve an issue by wearing something. They call it sacred space. Our inner child is in our belly. Our male side is right, left side is female. We have a bell. There is a story where the goddess of power of silence and force of silence was following the guy who was asking for wisdom. So wisdom is always going to follow. What I speak to you is going to follow. But you come back for nurturing at that space. So when you hear the jingle, remember you're not walking alone. God is God is carrying you. And we have a belly inside of our child, our inner child. We need to raise the child again, wherever the child is stuck. And the prayer thread is to hold us together until we resolve that issue, and then bring it back to the ocean and give it back, or put it in the plant, raise another thing with it, and then tie yourself with another prayer thread. And then the relationship we hold between our perineum to our higher mouth, like 2 mouths, is what makes us truly the spirit of nurturing. Because ultimately it's about nurturing us inside that nurtures the world. So the whole thing is about nurturing compassion, mother of compassion, or father of compassion, or whatever you want to be, the gender. They say there are 9 genders. I don't care what gender you want to pick.
Right.
But it doesn't matter who you are, because sometimes you need to be the hero.
Yeah.
So sometimes, like, I like that song. There's a hero.
Oh, God.
Have you heard that one?
Of course I've heard that. Yeah.
I always used to say. So I don't believe in somebody coming and rescuing me.
Yeah.
I'm like Shrek. Let me rescue myself.
I like Shrek.
The girl, like Fiona, right?
Yeah.
She keeps other people, and she says, you know what? I don't need to be rescued. So I feel it's all in our hands, like, or in your legs. Walk the talk.
Yeah.
Do the right thing, and you're going to be happy, because happiness is inside, not outside.
Yeah.
So nobody needs to make you miserable.
Yeah.
I am capable of easily making me miserable.
Right.
Same thing. Nobody needs to make me sad.
Over you.
Yeah. And plus, nobody has the power to make me happy. I choose to be happy.
Yeah.
Because if somebody calls me a name, let's say BITCH, I say, oh, please let me earn it. You know? Don't waste that on me.
Yeah.
I'm
happy to do that.
Yeah. So I feel be good and be good and proud being bad.